I was the Cub Master.
In the Cub Scouts, I had a fun time. We would meet over at this lady's house, kind of what you were doing, and there was some kind of pamphlet, you know, and one time we would go over there and learn how to tie knots, different knots, you know, like maybe 3 or 5 different knots. And, I mean, it was quite educational. Plus, you got a free fun sickle.
And so it began.
Good thing I never played bingo. I'd be a gambler.
Well, I always did like the Boy Scout motto, though. Be prepared. You know, that even applies to old people.
Yeah, I got some Viagra right here in my wallet.
Nowadays, it's be prepared depends. Depends on what? Well, you know what those things are.
I'm getting close. The first step is to avoid excessive gravity.
Have you guys ever listened to Lynn Alden? She is a business person, Wall Street, you know, the account that could break more than just Wall Street. So this is her latest, blog. But anyway, you look at her, and the first thing I saw is she's a guy. And then I went on the internet, and nobody seems to want to talk about it because she's kind of famous in the business community. But there's a lot of scuttlebutt about her being a guy. Oh, okay. I guess you guys don't play in those circles.
I haven't seen her, so I can't comment.
Oh, yeah, there's that.
Oh, the two Catholicism churches have Easter on the same day this year. That's weird.
It happens.
What, too, are you talking about an Orthodox church? What are you talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't know they vary. They could create a silly story. For a walk, and we'll go out and look for not Easter eggs, but bunting.
Keep your eye out for mushrooms too.
Well, after this rain, we got a chance in the next couple of weeks. You bet. Oh, did you look at that article about false oil?
Yeah, I did. I watched the whole thing. Yeah, I read as fast as I could through the thing. God, you stupid phone. Shut up, will you? But anyway, yeah, I don't know. It was a ding in there. But anyway, the first false morale they showed there was not even a false morale. It was one that in your book tells you not to eat. The funny one. And there was only one genus species name mentioned in it that I stumbled on. It was the Verpa bohemica. And I think there was maybe one picture of it way down low somewhere. But they showed about 2 or 3 pictures of these mushrooms But so the article was kind of ski-wajeed. It was diluting in a way. Over.
Yeah, I just glanced at it and sent it to you, basically based on the headline. I didn't look at it closely.
Yeah, because a lot of people eat the Burpa bohemica, which is the false morel. And it's only about 1 out of 500 that'll ever get sick, and it's because of some kind of a reaction of the person. But around here, anyway, in this particular area, and even south, I used to pick them when I was a kid. And it's the Snohomish County. Nobody ever had any problem with it. I've only known one person that ever got sick from them, and that was a bartender. Of course, who knows? She probably drank a lot too. But anyway, everybody else I've ever known that's eaten them has never had any problem.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was a Daily Mail story, so they just might not have known what was going on.
Yeah, well, the first picture was definitely showed a very, very toxic mushroom. The very first one that came down. I thought, well, it's obvious that one's toxic. I mean, in every mushroom book, they'll tell you, don't eat the darn thing.
Yeah, well, good. Anyway, I just, like I say, saw the headline and thought you'd want to see it.
Yeah, well, I haven't had any of that CMD of whatever you want to call it, nervous or brain, whatever it is. I've never known anybody to come down with that or have that or anything. And but yeah, it was very I don't know. It wasn't a well done article, but I did read it. But I was concerned. I was eating a lot of them. And I think, oh, tomorrow I might wake up and my brain will be down there in the hallway.
Yeah, well, good. And I know you know a lot about them anyway. I don't. So, anyway, just thought you ought to look at it.
Well, there are some mushrooms that are edible. And a lot of them say, well, you got to cook them first. Because if you eat them raw, there's a chemical in them called tetrahydrazine, which is the same as rocket fuel, and it's deadly poisonous. But once you cook them, all that stuff steams off or goes out of the mushroom, and they're perfectly fine.
Yeah, that's interesting. It's the same as rocket fuel. So there's two ways to get off on mushrooms.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you really got to be careful. Yeah, that's what you do if you don't know about them. You got to take them to somebody who knows about mushrooms, or hand them to somebody else and say, hey, eat this, try this out.
Oh, did you see the story a couple days ago with those gals that went up so-called to space? What you find out is they went up about 11 miles. When the rocket hit the apogee, then it came right down again. Well, when they got out of the spacecraft, they were saying all kinds of things, and we'll chat with you later. Glad to hear the band has finally come back. Makes it a lot handier. M7MZT.
Yeah, good signal. Have a good morning there. And, the sun is starting to come out after all that rain here. Oh, wow. Well, anyway, have a good walk, and enjoy the day, Over.
Yeah.
87LA. And the Mariners had a grand slam home run in the 12th inning yesterday. Getting that faded thing, right? You getting a lot of warm weather?
Not real warm. It's still at 20-degree mornings,
Well, I noticed the nighttime temperatures have been pretty warm the last 2 or 3 nights. They've been like upper 40s one night, or nighttime temperature. One night it was 55 degrees at, 4:30 or 5:30 in the morning. I'm thinking like, holy mackerel, it's really been warm nights. But we need that to help warm up that garden soil.
Yeah, the grass is starting to come in.
Well, I better get going to do something that could seem like important. This is AE7LI. Catch you tonight. Okay, let's see you, Jeff. You have a wonderful day there on Easter. And talk to you down the line. WB7NZI. Everybody else, I guess, is just about gone. And I'll just leave the radio on and pick my nose and drink my coffee.
Happy Easter, KK70QQ.
God bless.